know a place that will break you into 1,000 pieces. Stay away from them. Stay away from Lorca, Paco, and
Come on!
Don't ask about.
You can check what Navi needs to make it through. Looking for a Willminder. Is Willminder in my chat?
But in spite of everything, it occurs to you to visit Andalusia. Don't say I didn't warn you. Be careful of the Andalusian crowd.
Yo, he literally didn't play. It was actually 4v5. But like, he is the IGL though, so like.
Hey guys, it's Jimmy Lin.
Plus, he's 0-4. That means he's running in for the team, bro. He's running in for the team.
You're gonna be able to fight this.
So he's legit dying instantly so he can control everyone else and tell them what to do. New worlding in the 4 months. Navi need to win 1 map and they should be good to qualify.
Start, but this is really where the meat and potatoes is. The rifles out and you get to capitalize on any damage done. With 15 seconds before those barriers go up, much different look out of this squad in the defense.
Last time Artist played Fnatic on NRG, we got shitted on. Now, Artist is going to be the one shitting on Fnatic? Yeah, this guy's a double agent. For sure he's a double agent.
This section of the map where you're going to have much more awkward
Bro,
rotates and positions held by Fnatic late in the round.
Well, the thing that's going to be interesting, especially for Navi, is only having this Astra available for those smokes. It means that your hits, what, you basically get 1 attempt.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you can play slow around the map, you can look for these openers, but you get 1 attempt and execute. If that fails, you don't have the smokes to do it anymore. So
Chet holding it back? Wait, L Chet? Was Chet holding back Artist?
They can try and pull him. For
this
now,
whole
it is
time?
that slow default. They've still got 4 rifles. It's only the one that was lost.
Are you watching
from
Apex
Shao in
after
the
this?
previous
No, I'm
rounds. There's
not.
still a lot of danger for Fnatic in this one. And they're playing it very passive indeed. No mid presence other than the
Turn
slight
off your
jiggle
room
peek
lights.
coming out
That's
from
actually the
Chronicle.
sunlight. I
And
can't turn it
eventually,
off.
with nothing really found, Navi are going to have to build into that take.
If they were trying to bait an early rotation, it's not going to work this time around. There was no gate crash down for Durka, and even now, his gate crash, I'm not sure if it's intended, but it didn't make it all the way through. So much more passive fallback keeps him around this site for a fight. Finally, and Chronicle doubling up on the angle. They weren't ready for it.
You have a game.
Going to be another player around there. Angel, oh, he's stuck destroying
Angel,
utility.
no.
And the fight won by Chronicle leaves them in a very tough spot. Still a pistol on Shao, who will be quickly taken down, and Chronicle's looking to get that a little bit more. Although it's Durka to steal away.
Flawless. Oh no.
It's
Just a coincidence, Fnatic stopped winning when Mini left. Well, Mini's still there. Mini's still assistant coach.
His teammate and then got the kill. But, hey, he took it, and that's all that matters.
Can you enable dark mode in your room? Yeah, I can. Do you guys want me to?
Just the fact that the stun was there.
You guys want dark mode on in my room or no?
Still be on that angle, but it didn't really matter. Chronicle landing every single shot placed in front of him. But as I said, that still
Yes?
was a bonus.
Well, too bad.
Even though it was clean,
I don't wanna.
there is going to be a purchase back up for Navi.
But you can buy it, chat.
Dimensional Drift online.
I heard if you prime sub,
Played by Angel
then
on
you can
this
turn
map
on
a few
dark
times
mode.
before,
But like, I don't know if it's true or
definitely
not.
with the
So if you get scammed, it's
consistency
not
we've
my
seen
fault.
recently from other teams. This time, though, a little bit quicker in their take of mid, but as you can see, Fnatic are not fighting for this whatsoever.
No, they've given up a lot of control, and again, a different Viper wall, despite Viper being on B. It's a much more aggressive one inside A main, blocking off a lot of space. If you're the attacker,
Quit, thank you for the prime.
A main,
Ro picks, thank you for the prime.
So much control of the map. There's just going to be a trap left.
Solve leading the prime. Okay, wait, do I actually have to turn on dark mode for my room? That actually just pissed me off.
And what they bring to play instead. In round 4, it looks like a very direct approach to the B site. Gate crash thrown out from mid. So this is going to get him in position to TP onto the boxes, and potentially even catch that Viper off guard. It's all timing based. Apparently, Artist is way ahead of it.
Even still.
Oh my god.
There was Angel. It was actually the fake out.
Oh my god.
Initially. But I'm just going to go looking for information, just try and clear everything out on those back lanes.
Is this what you freaking wanted?
Back through mid. May have even seen Durka going through the spawn. I'm not necessarily sure. It seems like Sugetsu's already holding for it though.
Dark mode
There's
on.
the flash. That's going to give it away. Maybe for Durka, you know, it's the right play in a lot of situations, but the element of surprise gone.
Oh, shit.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it for 1 second.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
believe it for 1 second.
Gate crash in, no flashes, but he can reveal the information. That's all. This is about one on the backside spotted. I don't think he saw Zipan somehow, but there's the info. Eventually connected. They can start
Wait,
to
what?
defuse, bait them into open fights, but Dirk has gone down. Chronicle does well, protecting the president.
Oh my god, Navi lost the
They
round.
lost that round?
What the fuck is happening?
Rounds in, Fnatic have got some fight
He
to this
used Rule
defense.
2 to get out, and
Oh
he's,
yeah,
oh my
and that
god.
was a full-on retake as well
Fnatic,
after the
look at
openers.
that.
That was the thing. The way that round
Yeah,
started,
Fnatic
for Navi
100%
was
should have lost that
fantastic.
round.
You have the initial opener from Ardis, the 1-2 punch of Angel, but it's Durka. It is Durka, and that 1v2 in the backlines, they were ready for him, they were watching for him, and he still manages to get both
This
of
is
them
a crazy
quick
double.
succession. A huge start for someone who's had a resurgence. Like, he started off very slow. I definitely think a lot of people were starting to ask questions, and that's the crazy thing. There's so much depth to this roster that it's difficult to ever find someone to blame, but a lot of people are looking at Durka. As said, the last couple of weeks, he's been back to form. And has
Durka?
started this map off strong.
Dirk.
As have Fnatic
Leo's
a
more
little bit
icy.
of
Yo,
damage,
Leo
round two, good
got
connections.
aura, I can't lie. No, chat?
And the last two have left
Leo
Navi in a spot
low-key
with just
got
pistols.
aura.
Cosmic Divide for Shao. Zipan. has
Oh
his
my god,
Hunter's
any
Fury
other
as well.
character.
Ardis, the only man with the rifle, and he's dropped alone. That rifle irretrievable at this
Any
point.
other
It's a wall
character,
bang,
Ardis
not
goes
even
in.
off the back of a reveal. Just having spotted him. A devastating way to lose the only real chance you have to do clean damage on range. They can still be nasty with the sheriffs, but those shots need to be precise. That's a good one to start.
Chronicle's lucky to be alive. Oh, aggression from Durka though, and he might just get both.
Durka's back.
Leo's got
What?
a team kill, but we're just going to try and ignore that. Somehow that's brought it back though into a competitive position. Angel's
Wait,
got himself a
2v3?
rifle. Leo
Policy thing on the prime. Yeah, I don't know
just
how.
needs to try
We
and
shocked
fix
out-
this.
Leo
He's
shocked
gonna
out
be able to hear
Chronicle.
the steps already of Angel, and he may just catch the
30
rotation.
seconds
Timing
left.
here is going to be everything, because
Wait.
Alpha
No way he reads the
is on
site.
his way
Yeah.
back around. I don't think Shao's necessarily going to be expecting this, and he won't spot Leo either. It's going to be left all onto the IGL.
The Angel
1
wins
versus
this, you
3
go ball, bro.
to try and at
I'm
least
down.
do some damage.
I'm
here.
down for that.
Well, this round would be a heaven sent with 13 seconds as he goes for the second plant. Having been
I want
smacked
Angel
down
to win this
originally,
round so
revealed,
bad, no joke.
hit by the vulnerable of the snake bite, caught by a bit of decay.
And I'll
now
oil
peeked
up.
out
Oh,
to the side. Really wasn't a lot of ways out of there. for
Danny
Angel. They
leading
had
with
him
22 months.
surrounded and dealt with quickly, 3-2. And after a pistol round win and a follow-up, Navi find themselves behind by a round.
Yeah, you're seeing the way that they're able to be proactive on this defense. Okay, sure, there was a few shenanigans in the mix,
Whoa.
but it's again just what Durka is able to do with these aggressive plays on that Yoru, who seems to be having an absolute field
What the
day.
shock, bro?
Happens to the best of us. Because it happened to Leo.
The thing is, though, coming into this round is where the ults start to come online for either side. Zipan and Leo both having the Hunter's Fury. Blade Storm as well for Ardis is always going to be terrifying. And also, one of the ults that, for once,
Solo
has
Ash
massive
Smoke is
impact
overcooked? That's what I
Cosmic
think.
Divide. 'Cause,
I think
yeah,
you
don't have
need
yourself a
Viper, or at
screen,
least
but
Harbor.
every time you
But I
get
mean,
that
I guess, like,
you're gonna get a
theoretically, Astra Smokes does
That's
make
the idea
sense.
behind putting it on Shao.
Like, I feel like
It's
you
almost
need
as
some
good as
type
a-
of
it's a Viper
wall.
wall every 2 rounds. If he's having a good game.
Except he's having a great game.
Then I guess you don't really need the ult, right? Just send him out to do some more of that.
He's like, guys, I got another 3K. We have the other. It's like, yeah, you kind of killed everyone.
A slower approach to the attack. Again, we saw this in the pistol. Waiting for Fnatic's proactivity for the overpeaks to come through. There's no pressure on this
I'm
setup. I think
surprised
the
Leo
thing we haven't
didn't ult
mentioned really
there.
about
I'm
Navi,
actually surprised.
the thing that hits me the most, some of my favorite plays and favorite strats on this map have revolved around a KO. And coming in without one, it can make things a lot more difficult and running into players like Alpha's setup. Curious to see if we
Freiger
have
than in the
issues there
prime.
later. Durka, this is a nasty position, not one you'll see occupied all too
Oh,
often in
he's
any
not
level
looking
of
good.
gameplay.
He's not looking
TP'd out
good.
to yellow. Although there's a decoy
This
running
Yoru-
around
Durka
the
is
left
destroying these
side, there's
guys.
no one really to challenge him up close. Still catching the kill onto Ardis from miles away. Flashes good.
Nah,
Is it a
Durka is
guy
on.
diff?
Yeah, Durka is on right now. You're not beating this guy.
A 1 versus 4.
Fnatic are
despite
unkillable,
being planted.
unbeatable if Durka's playing like
They have
this.
a good idea where he is now with the push out of Durka. They've boxed him in as well.
Yeah, this is looking like prime Durka at the moment.
Durka's
He's just
feeling
running
it.
right
Yeah,
around the server.
yeah.
There is nothing that
Phantom
anyone
on
on the
Breeze
Navi
too.
squad
It's
could
working.
do. He's getting an opener. He's getting out of there. and then goes back for a little bit more just a few seconds later in each different circumstance. And that's the thing, that is the real value of this Yoru, is he's still able to basically reposition similarly to what we saw from his chamber in the past.
And one other aspect of the Viper as well, because this is the Viper screen
How do you
that's
do
in
that?
play that blocks out tube. It's the same one we saw on site that can cover out mid control, but thrown a little bit to the left.
With the
so you have
Phantom?
no control over that deep angle. The thing is, you're just not going to suspect a player in a round like that with high stakes to go walking up, take that nasty little position. But the benefit of the Yoru, he had a gate crash to get out of there no matter what. And the fact that is, you're very rarely going to see two players swinging that angle to trade it. You get the one, you get out.
Is
And from
Breeze
there, the
attack
advantage was
sided?
Clear. Although he went about extending it even further. This is a timeout from NAVI as they look to solve these problems early on. I think a
Nah.
lot of that has just revolved around the space. Fnatic are able to take
Nah.
the pistol. with the
Actually-
P. They weren't really able to connect on it, but
No, it's so
that's how
hard to
pistol
say.
works
No,
when
I
your
don't think
opponent
so.
executes
It's like
the other side.
50-50. It's so
Since
hard
then,
to
though,
say. You
once
can't
rifles
say
have gone in
one
their
side
hand,
is
there's
better
been
than
next to
another.
nothing to challenge them.
No, they managed to flawlessly win
Yeah, the
round
halls is
three.
what makes me like
Since then, it has looked
question
pretty easy for
if
them,
it's
I'll be
if
honest.
it is
does
attack
definitely
sided,
help
but like
that
that's not a
Durka is
big
just
enough like
murdering everyone
it's
before
not a
they
big
get
enough
anywhere near
part of the
site.
map, but like
And in this round, at least,
it does
we're
have a lot of
expecting a
impact.
mass response.
I'd
However,
say it's like
Ard is
55
likely to
attack
throw in
sided
the
and
playing storm,
45
try
like
and do an extra
defense.
little bit of damage, and we have just seen Angel looking pretty vocal. So maybe something that he
A
believes
good Euro
can
feels too OP.
get them back in.
Yeah, but a good Euro on any
Especially
map
going
feels
a little bit more
OP.
direct. I think
Not
with
just
what
Breeze.
Durka has been doing with these cheeky aggressive
If they
plays,
removed halls,
playing as a unit,
I don't.
as a
Okay, I don't know
squad,
why they added
gives you
halls
a lot
back.
less
That was a
likelihood of
terrible
being caught
idea.
out.
Who's next?
Well, the ult popped. A minute 30 on the clock as Angel looks to move towards the site. Not a ton of information to work with, and well, now a little bit of danger. Oh, coming out of the ult.
Okay.
Angel, bro.
The response from Durka, they've already got the advantage.
I
Are
know
we
it's
trying?
really
Fury
more.
thrown through for even
Oh
more.
my god,
All
what is
things
happening?
considered, Navi might be happy with the amount they've been able to force out of Fnatic. They had a lot of ults online
Oh
coming
my
into this
God.
round, and with mostly pistols, they're able to take those ults out of their hand.
Yeah, I guess the counter is they've also used a couple of their own.
That's true.
Like, to get no kills in a round where you use Dimensional Drift and a Blade Storm is definitely not ideal, even if the ults are traded out on the other side. And if we're being honest, Durka hasn't really needed them much thus far. He's playing an aggressive game, but a safe one at that. They're still going to go in for the further fights, looking
The
to try
fake
and get
TP
himself
so you can
even
get the
more
kills?
into
Bro.
coming back.
Yeah,
He
Durka's
used it this round
feeling
as
it.
another and
See,
doing
I think Fnatic
flawless.
just need one map to qualify, right? I think someone
He's
said
already
that.
getting close to halfway to the
Said
ultimate.
what?
wrong.
Sorry?
It's got to be so
I think Fnatic just
frustrating
needs
as
one
well.
map
You
to
hear the
qualify.
gate crash
Actually,
wait,
because he
that's
fakes the TP.
I think they need a
and
win.
shock dart lands
I
seconds
think
they
later.
need a win,
It
actually.
makes
Get out of
perfect
guarantee,
sense.
you're
He
right,
threw
yeah.
utility in, he got out of there early. Nope. He's coming back to fight. And, well, yeah, seeing that from the perspective of Sugetsu, I don't think there was much he could do.
Romano
Very
said that, did he?
surprised That Fnatic decided to commit so much to it, but
The Fnatic
after the
qualified,
pause,
easy.
they're making Navi feel like they're outclassed. But that was with pistols. Navi can fall back on that mentally. Now they get the rifles out and this big old gun, the operator in play for Artis. Again, though, that wall has been blocking
Yeah,
vision, not
one
just
map.
on middle, but in
And
two
they have
as
to play
well.
against
So that early
Navi
information and
on
early
Astra
fights won't
solo
be there for
controller.
Navi.
What a
Durka's
gift.
taken advantage of it
What
with
a
an
gift.
off-angle position. And although he doesn't hit his shot, there's no punish with the gate crash.
Yeah, that's the thing. He has not been greedy in any of the fights he's been taking. It really is incredibly disciplined Yoru play out from Durka right now. On the other side of things, can't say the same. Angel's been very aggressive and he is not prepared for the reset.
Angel,
Even still, it's only
no,
gonna be a trade.
dude.
Chronicle has
That's
gone down in
fucked.
response.
Wait,
But again, a lot
Durka
of what
doesn't
we're
shoot the
expecting from this attack
clone?
side is having
You
those
can't
few
even
smokes
blame
and then
Angel.
having Angel there to take the space. Well, Angel's already gone and they've got a minute left.
Well, that's it.
Durka
was showing him he's a little
didn't
bit
shoot the
predictable,
clone.
sending the decoy out. Durka just walks straight past it, taking the fight on
Respect.
Angel, leaving them with an advantage. And now he sends out his own on the back of a flash. No, flash not committed just yet. He's holding on to that for a little bit later. In fact, it looks like he's about to get a push right up on top of him. Sugetsu
Okay, the
down.
fact that he
The
even got
trade
that
comes
kill
in
is
quickly.
crazy.
Yeah.
Advantage still sitting with Navi with
I don't
that
know how this
spike
gun is
down.
called.
Shell
What?
just to
Yeah.
find Alpha just moments after the ult and the shock dart for damage, but it won't get enough. Leo needs to find his kill on the zip and there it is. His shock
That's a
darts have
death.
been deadly for either side.
That's a
Still enough
difference.
time to get this one done. And a position that they can manage to defuse on just behind that pillar.
Wait, it's not a
Gonna
player for
be
them.
used. Delaying it with the grab well.
Okay,
Time's
really?
still there as they attempt it one more
Are
time.
you
Here come the
serious?
spams.
No.
Not quite on, and it's
No.
already
Are
two.
you serious? It's not played for them?
Leo confirms it with the kills, but I
It's
don't think they can
chalk.
deny
It's
that
GG.
anyways. Fnatic has stolen
Oh
the round,
my
now leaving
god.
NAVI trailing on 2.
That's a painful one. Again, a lot of the fights were going their way. You see Xiao with an effective lurk into middle. Zipan kind of gets caught in no man's
Are
land.
Navi qualified for a
Just being
playoff shot? Do you
forced
guys
out by
know?
so much different utility that just trying to get away ends up going down to a second shock dart again. Leo, the shock dart king. We've spoken about it. On this map in particular, just unbelievable.
Navi has to win. I see.
More and more and more, we're
Not
seeing
safe? Okay,
the
okay.
value of having a Viper. Post plants would have been wonderful there. And that's almost is dead immediately. 5 HP.
Wait, they are Windminder?
Toe
They don't even
tapped.
need to win this?
Luckily, the updraft saved his life and the
Navi?
utility that came alongside it. Trading out that
I
HP
see.
for a little bit of control.
So it really only
It's
matters for
interesting as well in
Fnatic.
that replay. I've never seen someone look so upset at getting a 3K in a round. Leo looked genuinely frustrated. There's Durka after the reposition, catching Zipan on the mid-swing.
Let's go next
The
map.
5 HP artist
I'm tired
about
of
to
seeing
step
this.
into a
Yeah,
firing
that's
squad
under
on
wrap.
B. You've got Alpha staring him down, and that shouldn't be too
If
difficult
they lose
to kill.
0-2, my
He's
bad.
got- I mean, you'd think he's got to be so careful. Artist on 5 health, playing it as if he's got 150, and
Low
Seketsu's got one
key,
with
they
the Sheriff.
could lose
Damage
0-2.
has been done. It's not an easy round to convert.
Navi
but this
could
one of
lose
the best
0-2
chances they've
here.
Wow, a little bit depressing, if we're being honest. Durka,
Fraud
though,
stats guy. You're a fraud,
alive.
Windminder.
And with this many players tagged up,
You are
it's
divided.
like a kid in a candy shop, but I'll be interested to see if he actually goes through this. Well, he will now. Has every single piece of information the team could ever need. 3 players already spotted. In fact,
30 seconds
I wonder
left.
what he's going to try and
All
attempt
4.
here. Just playing in front of that screen already. You can see the Viper util, but Angel does manage to win the fight. It's another
Angel the goat.
incredibly low player.
Yeah, that's it. Sugetsu and Angel, a sliver of health. Sugetsu's quickly dealt with, so is Angel. A headshot. In fact, it's all down to Xiao's Sheriff. 5 kills on the board, 3 more to tally up.
If Xiao wins this, you
The
donate
time,
$1 million
you can
to
see how
a
slow
charity of my
Fnatic are
choice.
approaching this. They're ready for the
Fine,
Toxins
I
to come
guess.
back up just to lock him out entirely. Still
2
a ground ball
million.
to work with, and that's
Got
going to
it
buy him a
half.
bit
2
of time,
mil.
but they've
2
gotten
mil it is.
halfway already. The Toxins go down, but every shot
Wait, what?
gets the land.
Wait.
There's the first.
Wait, $2 million
Buy himself another,
charity?
another
Okay,
duel,
we're good,
and
we're
Wait,
good, yeah.
that's where
Xiao
it ends.
hates charity.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
7-2 in the
Oh,
lead.
it's
This is
sort of
their
there, oh my
map,
god.
and it looks like it.
Oh
They're
my god.
dominating.
Finest
Yeah, I
hell?
think every single team that
Hi, my name
is
is
currently
Charity.
within the Alpha group is going, wait, so second place plays
Hi,
third place, right?
my name is
Hey,
Charity.
Do you like
this,
when these guys pick
currently
this comp? Like,
has
do you
their
see the
Jesus
value? Like, why
clenched
would
as
they
they've
ever
been,
run
right?
solo controller
It has
Asher? I'm
been
trying to
a-
think right now. Like, they must
world-class
have
performance,
some
and then there's the
crazy
fact that
plan,
Leo's
right?
Yeah.
too.
They need some like
Having an
overpass
absolute
Olaf
field
Meister
day.
type of plan in order to win this
Still
game.
I
waiting
mean,
to see some sort
theoretically,
of
like, you don't
response. The
need the wall. It
Artist
just makes
Angel
your life way
combination
easier.
definitely has
I mean,
it.
yeah, I
You
guess.
can make work with the smokes,
Just
but
yet.
just
They
walls
are
make
gonna
it
have
so
themselves
much
a
easier.
buy on the ball once
Yeah.
more. Still
Let's
having
make
that
it be like
Hunter's Fury.
Harbor. But I actually don't mind
quality,
Asher.
though.
I feel like Asher's not too
Durka's
bad
just
on
gone
this map.
walking down mid.
But I feel like over Viper, nah.
This is a bit more of a
Yeah,
conventional
I
spot.
agree. It's just like
Chronicle almost
all
serving
these.
as a
It's like these are like theory agents,
Trying to
but like you
swap
don't
them out,
run
the
them in
aggression,
like
nothing there.
matches because it's impossible to rely on it.
Yeah.
Until there is
I feel like
Xiao. Very
It's
late
too
in the
like if you
round,
just get
peeking
imagine
out,
getting
clearing
anti-shredded
every
too with this
pixel
comp. You
bit
just
by
get
bit.
everyone
He
just knows your
suspected the
weaknesses
push.
like with this comp.
Yeah.
They just get to
Got
study it.
himself one for it. Second gate crash used up by Durka. No more to fall back on. This
Yeah,
will
who's
be
playing
for the
Harbor
B
on
side,
Navi? Well, it doesn't even need to
suspecting
be
a late
Harbor,
play
it can be
there. You can
Viper.
already see rotations from Leo as well. And the read is
They're gonna have
perfect from
3B.
Fnatic. I don't know what they've
Yeah.
seen on A. If steps were heard by Durka's spot.
Oh, good ult though.
Now he
Very
has to
good
give
ult.
that up, you'd imagine.
Will eventually fall back.
Yeah, yeah.
Second man advantage gathered up and almost a good flash in the end.
Wow.
It's going to have to be Durka going absolutely huge from the backline. It's going to drop
Durka?
the spike. There's still so
Yeah,
many
6,
players
17
here.
and 6 right
Rotation
now.
eventually comes through, but he's now going to be stunned up and nobody able to really capitalize off it. NAVI definitely have the information of where
30
these
seconds
players
left.
currently are, but you never know with Durka what he's going to be able to achieve. They've just gone swinging around the outside though. They still know that he's here. It is Angel. A double to convert another round for NAVI. Finally.
They'll do
Right,
Asher
back
ult
onto
pocket
board.
and Euro TP probably,
Been a
yeah,
while,
but like you
but
can't
yeah,
rely
they've
on
got a
just
round under
one
their belt
play
on the
every
side of
round.
NAVI, and with the pistol under their belt too, look, it can end up being an okay scoreline for them. The 7-5 possible, but they've got to string together these rounds.
Why would they
They got
ever
in
run this
Dimensional
comp?
drift and Hunter's
Yeah, I don't
Fury
know,
to
I'm
work
not
with,
convinced.
and a clear direction off rip. That Yoru ult is going to be used to break presence on B to get through to the site, maybe even trying to
7-5?
target
7-5?
Alfier and take out his utility. And you can't really do it with a KO knife when you don't have a KO. So instead, try to do it with the rifles in play. Angel spotting out a lot of info. He has a sight clear. He has got Spike in his hands. I don't know if that's going to play into it.
Now I know why. One-way half wall. That's actually kind of sick. What the fuck?
Yeah, another one for Artis as well. Seems like
one-way half wall and then smoke tunnel.
Yeah, I like
Leo's
it.
still here, ducking out with an operator. Probably not the ideal gun for this sort of scenario, and they know exactly.
Oh my god!
If he got that,
He's
imagine.
gonna win that, but
That'd have been some Superman shit.
A 2 versus 5 opportunity still with Leo hitting shots like this. You can never really doubt when he's in this level of form, but clearing these players out is not going to be easy. There's not really a reason for them to overpeak. There's Sugetsu still in middle as well. A late lurk, same as the prior round. Just try and make sure there's no escape and no chance of them getting any level of a defusal, and while eventually they'll swing.
Okay. Maybe I counted them out too early.
Maybe we have a game.
Maybe we have a game.
You could see from
I think defense will be easier to play with this comp. I actually believe that.
Couldn't have worked any better. As soon as they take down Alpha here, that B site is taken, and it all relied on them finding value on the side of Fnatic, going for flanks, flanking with an operator. It's not the ideal weapon for it. I think he was somewhat lucky the cam wasn't spotting him, but didn't matter. Xiao's still able to connect that shot, and then you're all retaken from the same angle. Not really going to work out, especially in a round where Navi dumped
Leo
those
Silvo, let me
ults
see
to
it,
get
Leo.
control. They
Let
still
me
have
see
all
what
of
you're
their
capable
utility for
of
those
here.
late fights. 7-4. One more round to play for. It was a dominant start from Fnatic. 7-2 up, but Navi might be able to bridge that gap. 7-5 scoreline, not quite as devastating as it could have been. Aggression out of Durka, but it's not as much as we saw before.
Drone
with
tag
this wall.
ult. Oh.
Although that might change the next time those
No
Thompsons
tag.
go up.
My camera is destroyed.
Durka again, looking for a
Durka
little bit of
re-push
aggression.
halls, well played.
I have the spike.
Of course,
Yeah, they did a
for
good
Navi
job
in
of
this
pushing
matchup,
holes this whole game.
Yeah.
So good.
losing 2-0.
It's actually good.
I believe actually qualifies Heretics and puts them up against Gentlemates in the standings. Needing a 2-0 of their own. Definitely keeps things interesting, but I'm sure they won't want to do that.
Wow.
That was insane.
Let Angel cook, brothers.
It's just been destroyed.
Yeah, and the flash was absolutely perfect.
We have a game. Let
We
Angel
actually have a
cook.
game.
Boasters dropped as well.
This B exec is nasty.
This site wide open. We said how hard it is to hold on to control once Alpha falls. And with no Viper screen in play on this B site, there's next to no holding on. Op shot from Artis seems to be sealing the fate of Fnatic at a 7-5 scoreline. Durka also going to be dropped. And Leo doesn't stand a chance
Now
following
Artis
that.
is hitting all his
7-5
shots. I
we
like
go.
it, man. I
Navi,
like it, Artis. I'm happy
they've
for you,
really
man.
recovered this half nicely.
Yeah.
Man,
No, a very good
I'm
reception
happy for
from
you,
them.
Artis.
This was
Let's
looking
go,
like they were
bro.
about to be
Yeah, keep smiling, bro.
absolutely blitzed.
Yeah, the guy didn't smile once
I think
last year.
Artis starting to step up a little bit, moves himself up to the top of the board on his team. And also just
This is
secondly
actually
set
kinda sick,
plays.
I can't lie.
Like, it is just the riskiest of gameplay coming out from Angel. At all opportunities, he is very happy to go down if it gives
You were
his
holding
team
him
the
back?
space.
No,
I
Chet
think
was.
that's exactly
I'll say it. Chet was holding
what it
Artis
did for them
back.
here. It's going to be interesting though, because now they go onto the defensive side, and historically that's where on that Viper to delay, to slow. Now you can do similar things, I would say, with Xiao being able to slow pushes, have a little bit more utility in that respect. But I want to see if they've got any plans, any aggressive
Ed?
plans. And well, fighting into Tube might just be one of them.
I must wait a moment.
Part of their early
Peek
half
again,
on
Artis.
the defense makes sense that the offense is going to be much the same. Some decent tags as well with the wall bangs coming through. Zipan and Artis have taken a lot of damage. Artis
That's
a little
more
bit
like it.
more now with that shot connected from Alpha Air.
That's more like it,
Fnatic will
Artis.
set their sights on A. Wall goes down. You can see how much easier it is to push into this site for the Fnatic squad. At least taking the control towards the site itself, planting for main as well. Although Xiao seems to be swinging
bro,
wide around
observer.
the side. Looked like he had a chance for a moment, but well, I guess they pushed him back with the util.
Zipan's lost the battle as well, putting this heavily in the advantage of Fnatic. Although Sugetsu at least gets one. I don't know if there's going to be too much more. Xiao still survived for an unbelievable amount of time, but eventually...
Afier's awake, GG.
Nah.
Afier's awake now
Alpha's
too.
awake,
It's
yeah.
GG.
Like
Afier
King was
and
online.
Durka?
Yeah.
Oh, attacking side, pistol secured. And the follow-up should be that little bit easier. Alpha feeling activated in this round too. My goodness. Find him 4 kills
Who
early
are
on.
we?
You probably wish it was anyone else on the team farming those orbs. But,
Fnatic.
2 away from the
Who
Garden
are
Tech
we?
top.
Is a buy will win round?
Winning
No,
the
no,
rounds,
you
I
do
don't
not
think they're
buy
gonna care
here.
too much.
That's true. Hold fire, Alpha. Let me get it. Yeah, maybe you're not making that call.
Ardis at least is going to have a Marshal. We talk about the days of old. This man was the original in terms of that aggressive, run it down gameplay. And he started it off on the Jet. Wasn't a part of the Angel team at that point.
Here.
Played for a little team called
Here.
Fish 123. We'll see if he can get anything in this round, because the rest don't really have too much. You got a Sheriff.
Chat, isn't Xiao's
hands of
position
Angel.
like bad for him? Like long
He's already
term?
taken quite a lot of control.
The way he's sitting
tried
down?
to drop
Surely
out
that can't be good.
of Tube, but again, it's sort of how much would he even be able to get?
That
from
has
this
to be
position,
bad.
especially with Fnatic being so patient.
Oh
That's
shit!
a nice shot though, and that's Boaster out. A lot of the time, I think he may have even been holding on to some of the utility to try and get them in. Angel, though, on the re-swing is going to get nothing.
It was a little ambitious.
It has to be.
In a round where
Why are you
everyone's got
asking chat?
rifles to
Oh,
work
my
with.
chat? Everyone
On
in
the
my
other
chat
side,
had
not on your side.
2 degrees
Artist has picked up
and
a second
4 or
now
5
on
different
Mill,
majors.
and,
They're also
I'm not too
Radiant
sure
Plus
how he
and
got that one,
Radiant
if I'm
in
being
Radiant
honest.
Night
We'll have to get that
Valorant.
one in a replay later for sure.
And
Guys,
they have
magnetized
21 years
hands,
of
but so is
experience in
Alpha by the
all.
looks of things clean, but he's tagged down to 31. Another well-placed
Hey,
shot coming out
Artis.
of Artis. And with 14 seconds left, they've got to be speedy, making their way into this site. But
Come
Artis
on,
doesn't know
Artis! That's
where Alpha
obvious,
had gone.
bro.
Element of surprise, catching another kill for Alpha and leaving Sagetsu.
Not me, I'm
all
just
by his
dumb like you.
lonesome,
Oh,
Sheriff
okay.
in hand, and not a lot of
Speak
hope.
for yourself, buddy. I'm not
Going
dumb.
down to the spike might be the end game.
Yeah, I think he was originally trying to find some sort of anything in the end, and now you can see the players on Fnatic are just not really giving him a fight. Clearing their flank, making sure
F-
that he hasn't been able to get
F-
in behind them. And now everybody trained in,
G.
trying to
G.
spot this man.
Navi
For
loses gun
Durka,
round. GG.
obviously, normally you'd want to try and throw him over or throw his gun over to a pistol
F,
player,
F,
but they are
F.
not surviving at this
F
stage.
my nuts
He was
in
hoping
your
for
face.
an orb as he's only a couple away from having that dimensional drift. But for Sugetsu, as you said, it's just going to be
Here
going
comes
down
the
to
question
spike.
marks. Oh
A
my
4
god,
round
chat. I thought you
now
guys were all
created.
above Radiant.
NAVI don't have a response
How do you guys
here.
not know what he meant to
We
do
might
right
be
there?
quickly moving our way towards
Oh
ascent.
my god,
That was
chat.
very nearly a phenomenal round
These are
coming
such
out of Navi,
rookies.
in no small part due to this.
Nice shots, by the way, from Artis. Are you kidding me?
The amount of time that Chronicle had to react to that play, that player miles away from him, and then half obscured by a wall. I'm not sure I can fault him for not connecting that on time. And that as well, a little jump scare for him. Well, Alpha's been doing incredibly well in this half. Fnatic 9-5. We had the question on the desk earlier with Shadow.
Lafty,
Does an
lafty,
IGL
lafty.
need to frag? Well, Fnatic are
So
4 rounds
funny,
ahead.
G,
Most
funny,
got
G.
1 kill.
Bro!
I think that might seal
Enough
it.
buffer,
Shadow's
man.
right.
I got fiber.
He's also helping himself out a little bit with that comment, but let's ignore that.
I don't know what you mean, Tom. I don't know why he wouldn't say it was the truth. He had a great map earlier on as well. I think Magnum would agree. But 9-5.
Drone pushback
Looking
A.
for
I
double
think Shadow
digits.
would as
Mid
well,
to
just
A?
'cause of the last week.
I'm telling
Either
you,
way,
they're gonna
it's
go
a
mid
little
to A
bit of
now.
aggression for the defense, but they haven't really been able to find too much. It's so patient from the side of Fnatic.
Boaster
They are
won in A.
waiting
What?
for
Boaster didn't even
somebody
get to play the
aggress,
game.
someone to make a
What?
mistake. And in the meantime, slowly
Now that you mention it,
garnering up map
when did
control. I
Boaster
think
get
their
his first
true
kill?
presence
I didn't
thus
even
far
realize.
has been a problem. You can only see Xiao
I
trying to
legit
connect
forgot
to this.
Boaster was in this game. I'm not kidding.
There's definitely a snake bite there. Canceling out any chance of utility.
G
on his hit,
butting
and
for him.
Recon
It's not
going
even his
through.
fault. On CT side,
Pressure's
they
on.
never win B.
Doors opening back up. Players on site having so many angles to
30
consider,
seconds
but
left.
Fnatic with 30 seconds left on the clock, they pumped
Wait,
the
is this
brakes yet
insane?
again.
Bake the A split and go
From
back
the
A main
perspective of
heavy?
The other squad, it's got to be frustrating. You
Maybe.
go out to check if
Working
they're still
out.
here. If there's any players around, you
Oh,
lose your life.
shit.
Shell just had that happen. Although Chronicle taken down, seemed to equalize things a little bit. 12 seconds left. Spike goes in for the plant. They finally dealt with Zip, but
Wow.
Artis is still here. No angle to deny, and the 24 HP very nearly loses his life. You want to see him wait for Sagetsu.
Slammer,
He's
they're
on
gonna
his way
form us.
around to main. That off angle could
Wow,
help him out.
Durka.
Sagetsu had the chance, but Durka ripped his
Nah,
head clean
Durka's-
off. And now
Yeah,
he's
he's
looking for
feeling
another
it.
target,
Yeah.
finding double digits for Fnatic and double the score.
Yeah, it's one of those
Can Sentinels
rounds
still
where
qualify?
Navi had the right read. They had 4
Yes.
players within the site, but then just the battles, you could see that. I think it was only really Artist winning any of them, and he was on 24 HP when he took his first kill.
Yes, they can,
Like
chat.
that and get barely anything
Stop
for it.
ruining some kids' hopes and
again,
dreams.
We're seeing
Yes, they
Tucker
can. Just believe
farm
it.
21 and 10
Believe
right
it.
now on the board. An unbelievable showing from the Yoru, and he's got his ultimate online ready for this next round if they need it. The thing is, though, it's not going to be a pretty picture for Navi. The purchase not
Nah,
looking
Dirk is just guy
particularly good.
diffing. 21 and
They'll
10.
likely be coming in
Boaster
with
doesn't even
just
need to
a few
play.
pistols for this one, and unfortunately for them, the ults aren't even particularly close.
Same chances as fraud
to
RG.
help them out.
NRG have way better chances.
Who
What?
knows on the side of
As long
Navi,
as they
can
beat
pick up a
100
blade
Thieves, they're
storm on
good.
Artis.
Even
And
if they
some
lose,
rounds
they
you'd
still
even
have a
see
good
them go for the
chance.
force buy up on him now. The hero rifle. Maybe even just give the man a
Why do I
Marshall.
keep buffering?
To what we saw a few rounds ago. Let's fall back on this being Fnatic's map pick. I think these two teams in particular against each other. I see them taking their home turf and bringing us to a decider.
Well, the thing is, Navi are quite well known for losing their map, but it's normally if it's the first map. Just whichever map is the first map, Navi will almost definitely lose.
They're big fans of BBL.
Yeah. But I think they know that like Marcus is watching and they want to give him a panic attack every single day, you know? He makes them film content, so they create content from him panicking.
Yeah, no artist landed here,
sense.
buddy.
I did the same.
Symbiotic relationship. Yeah.
Not here, pal.
Knife up and over. And as I said, a big factor of a lot of these attacking sides when it comes to Breeze. I think I didn't even
Pi
say attacking
gets
side, I said
it.
plays in general.
Is he
but
even on
specifically
Pi
the
Watch, or are you guys
attack.
just making up
The
names?
value of having agents like Viper and KO to me.
It's actually a 4 vs 5. How can you lose
tenfold
this?
what
Are
we're
you
seeing on the
fucking
other
kidding
side.
me?
Not to say that Navi's comp. I think
It's
as I said
5v5.
the other day,
Durka
Vlad
makes
made a
up
great
for
point that not
Boaster.
every
It's
comp
legit 5v5.
works for everyone. It's
Oh my
not a
God.
one glove fits all kind of
Pi
scenario.
gets you.
You have to find what works for you. For
I don't
Navi,
think this one works for anyone.
yeah, right. But hey, if Angels picked it up, there's got to be a reason.
Okay.
Not a great start with the pistols. Double
He
shot.
actually might Pi.
They found the information. It is a B hit, but there's not much they can do to react to that. All pressure on Artis.
Come on, bro. Where you
Eliminated
looking?
before he even gets a chance.
Yeah, he had a 50-50 chance of looking towards the fake out, and he
You
guessed
see him?
wrong.
They had to. Yeah, Durka saw him.
Sipan now just hoping for anything, and oh no, okay, Leo is merciful
Yeah.
because there was no bullets left in that gun. He would have got knifed.
I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 5 shots or 6? Well, I don't really care. He was getting knifed if it wasn't for that swing. Looky. His reputation is saved. And the Andalusia flawless, though. It's a bit of a statement from
double.
Fnatic. There'll be no mistakes on their side up against these pistols. And with the rifles in hand, NAVI have one last chance to stop Fnatic from running away with this. It's already pretty far gone.
Yeah, and their rounds when they have been winning have been
This card ever
so
get too loud? It got hard to hear
every
footsteps.
single
Not really.
time. They've been building up a pretty ludicrous amount of credits for to think that they won't close out just a couple of rounds seems unlikely. This is why there was save credits.
Wow.
Oh, he's not going to get out of there.
Nice
It's
try,
a one and
Artis.
done. Okay, Durka has been getting
And
probably
Leo's
about
smiling,
40%
bro.
of all of Fnatic's kills. So
Leo thinks this is a
he's
game.
technically taken down a couple of players.
Well, I mean, technically it is a game, but like
but I
you guys
don't know
know
if
what I
they're
mean.
going to see it that way.
Say the same for Artis, though. He's been doing a lot of
True,
the heavy lifting
true.
on NAVI. Now he's down and out, so equal trades. Well, that seems to put Fnatic a step ahead from what we've seen so far. And it being the attack side, this map now
Half a year?
thins out.
Half a year? Yeah, yeah,
It's the
yeah.
same size, but the numbers you've got to defend it, not quite there. That's a free kill onto Sagetsu, from Sagetsu, pardon me, onto Boaster.
Oh, no,
just a swing out
Boasty.
on mid, catches a Viper, I guess setting up a lineup, or just holding the angle for his team, but, well, you can see him clearly behind that box.
Look how far Alpha's managed to get. They're wary that he's still in tube because he's been there every single round. He's just managed to walk out onto the side without anybody even noticing. And then it's a little bit of a bait
GG.
from his teammate just to
Wait.
give him the freebie of a kill. Nice shot
Wait.
from Sipan, and they
Damn.
stand the second one.
Wait.
To the death toll. It leaves
Yo.
Leo.
Yo
The
got
clutch
aura or
scenario.
no?
15 and
Oh,
6
this
so
is his
far.
moment.
He's
These are his
3,
moments.
and he's not even getting at the
Oh.
first.
That is
His
Sova different
opposing
Ross?
Swede will
Wow.
take him out. And finally,
Sova different
Navi have their
Ross?
first defense round.
Is it too little, too late?
Probably.
11-6. Massive margin to get back into it. Dash wasn't even online there, wasn't activated. So Artis couldn't use it to get out.
They're
That's
playing on
kind of
new
the
patch
updraft,
now.
but Not quite enough. Zipan, beautiful little shots out of him. Those first two, we didn't see this from his POV, but just as nice. The gap is large. The NAVI will look to fight their way back through, and Well,
These
for
names
a
are
moment, I
stupid.
thought we were gonna pause that
Zypan.
in, but no. It looks like they're gonna buckle down
Zipan,
and do it. Operator in hand,
Zipan.
Bladestorm to work with.
That
Hunter's
one's
Fury
trash.
as well. A ton for Navi.
Paigetsu is good
It's not
though.
like Fnatic don't have some ultimates of their own, and well, pushing into a site with a KO when the knife hits can be good. With the ultimate in the back pocket, it can be free.
Again, last round, the biggest threat was taken out almost immediately. I'll see if they'll be able to deal with that.
Honestly, I want Artist to make it in Shanghai.
The exact spot that
I'll be happy for him.
Last round has already been cleared with the drones, so Fnatic are trying to react to him, and I can understand why. With how he's
He's
been
opping.
Alpha, he's straight back
Bro, if
there
I'm
again.
so Getsu, I'm
As
gonna
I
get
said, Tube, he's
tilted.
been a menace. They've
This
been
guy's
boxing for
opping on
all the
Cypher
time.
Hold.
This time he heads in with an operator, and immediately after this, Fnatic look to just execute. Move straight through almost immediately. Durka is trying to clear these angles, but he hasn't actually managed to spot anybody within this site. It's only going to be Xiao here, just trying to catch someone off guard, and while Angel is going to go down in the end.
Boasty?
Xiao's
Come on, Boasty.
in a nice spot to follow up on as they attempt to push the Hunter's Fury. Durka getting a little ahead of himself, has given 1 kill back, but it's still a 2 versus 4. The advantage clearly in favor of Fnatic. The only downside is not having planted that spike just yet. But even as these Navi players move towards the site to attempt to deny it or to defuse it later,
You need
Boaster
Boaster juice.
Alpha just ran up.
Alpha just runs. You know, sometimes you got to take the fights. Can't hide away.
Damn.
I don't know if
It's
anyone
GG.
said anything, but I
It
just
is
like,
very
oh,
GG.
what are you guys waiting around
Next
for?
map is Ascent too? Fuck, I think Navi, this is a good, both are good in Ascent, or something
I just
decent.
can't have Navi cook anymore. No more of these crazy comps.
16
Yeah, I'm not liking it.
Guys, KD's
Yeah, if I'm gonna see these comps, I wanna see
Feeling
something
what
crazy.
the
I'm not seeing anything crazy here.
I need
They
like an
can't play
all
the same.
in, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Just,
If you're gonna cook,
guys, what
cook
you-
all
what
the
you
way.
waiting for?
Yeah.
He's there. But you knew he was there, didn't you? 12 and 6. A blip
Which
on
map
the
side is
radar,
the
it
hardest to
seems, as
retake?
Navi once again are coming in with a weaker purchase. Bladestorm will
I don't know.
pad the gap at least a little bit.
I was low-key thinking about bind B.
Seems like Ardis wants to try and take this round into his own hands. We saw this with the Marshal a few rounds ago, that when he's given the opportunity to be aggressive,
No, bind B is hard.
definitely
Like
can
if you're,
cause
unless
teams
you're
issues,
flanking.
but
That's the only reason why I
for the
didn't
most
know
part,
if I want to say
Fnatic
bind.
have had all
like-
of that and more.
You can retake bind B if
very
you have
slow
flanks. If
approach
you have no
from
flanks,
Fnatic.
it's almost impossible.
One pick and they can pop that neural theft, find out where their opponents are, make a decision on the fly. Always a problem with someone like a Yoru around. That flash perfect.
Nice.
And the updraft from Artis connects the kill. If not, it would have been
Whoa.
Angel trading it out anyways. Now they reset for the A side control, but Durka's taken some of his own. Decoy on its way out. Good
And
timing,
he's
good
dead.
follow-up. Zip back.
And it's
Thought he had a fight on his hands, but
And
didn't.
GG.
Position long enough
GG.
for the ult to
Not
work out.
three,
Only
or not
Seketsu
two.
left to make this one work, and the neural theft got the assist at
It's a
least.
comp diff. That
13
game
to
was a
6
Durka
on
diff
map
and a
number
comp
1.
diff.
Breeze was Fnatic's pick, and they played it like it. What a dominant scoreline. And after those 7 straight